the Lord. Mungu asifiwe. This is tough. Adhiambo, now I know what you say about me when I'm gone. I never did your hair because I didn't know how to plait hair. Up to now I don't know. Thank you very much. Let me say the following. It is very, very difficult for me to be standing here to say farewell to Beryl. Beryl and I are like Oburu and Raila because we were also close in age and grew up like twins, especially because our mother used to buy for us similar clothes. Any difference would have ended in fights. And by the way, she was mostly the winner in these fights. Yeah, because she was, even though I was taller, she was more sturdy and stronger than me. She would win, but I wouldn't give up. So Akinyi and Achieng. I'm Akinyi, she was Achieng. We were almost interchangeable, and many people used to confuse us, and we didn't bother to correct them. If I borrowed jam to lick or sugar, and my mother thought it is Beryl who did it because she was the naughtier one, she would not give me away, but would rather take the caning on my behalf. Growing up, Beryl was very special in very, very many ways. I don't know whether you can hear me. She loved reading, especially novels, a passion that we shared. We would read books from the same authors and then compare notes. She also loved singing and would listen to a song only once. And after that, she would be able to sing that song from the beginning to the end. Beryl could dance. She was able to dance. As teenagers, we had a group in Kisumu called Kisumu Youth Association. And during holidays, we used to organize activities for members. So at one time, we organized a soul dance competition. And Beryl was dancing with Boniface Adoyo as her partner, dancing partner. Boniface Adoyo later in life rose to become a bishop and head of the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya. The two of them won. The two of them won that competition. I also took part, but I got no number. Those days, the three universities, Nairobi, Makerere, and the University of Dar es Salaam, were under one umbrella, known as University of East Africa. The Luo students from these three universities had a union whose patron was our dad, Jaramogi. Every December, they would organize activities in Kisumu, including games, cultural events, a dance, etc. So one time they organized a story writing competition for high school students. One was expected to create a story, write it, and then submit it for assessment by panelists who would then determine the winning story. Beryl's story won and she got a prize. I also submitted a story which must somehow have gotten lost in the clouds. I do believe those people were discriminatory to me. So Beryl was a beauty. She joined Kenya High School in Form 5. At the time I was already in my 6th form at the same school. Before she joined, I was passable in terms of looks. But when she joined, I was quickly relegated to the corner of average girls. She became one of the most beautiful and popular girls in the school. I couldn't help being jealous, even though as much as I loved and was very, very fond of her, and also proud of her. One time, she was walking along the streets of Nairobi when she was approached by some journalists from a monthly magazine called Drum, which used to have pictures of beautiful girls on their cover. So, the so-called beauty of the month. Every month had a particular girl as the beauty of the month. So Beryl came to ask me what to do, because they were asking her to become the cover girl for that particular month. I mean, just saw her walking along the streets of Nairobi, can you imagine? And because it was so beautiful, she attracted them and they will approach her. And she came to ask me what to do. And at first, I encouraged her. I was telling her, you go for it. But then as we were talking, we remembered the kind of hysteria my father would have if he were to see that his daughter was on the cover of a magazine. It would have been a very sad state of affairs. So we decided to let the matter end. She never did it. So our family, I could go on and on and on about Beryl, but let me end here. Our family has had it rough. The last 1.5 months. The day Beryl passed, I questioned God. To be honest, I questioned God. I asked God, dear God, why? Tumefanya nini? What have we done? In fact, I was almost losing faith, believing God is not on our side as a family. Then I remembered the story of Horatio Spafford. He underwent many tragedies, including his fortune being burnt down, the death of his only son. When his wife and 4 daughters were traveling to Europe, there was a shipwreck, and only his wife survived. All 4 daughters died. Yet, as he was traveling to Europe to join his wife, and was shown mid-ocean, the exact spot where his daughters had drowned, instead of breaking down, he got inspiration to write one of the most consoling and spiritually uplifting songs. It is well with my soul. Whatever, my Lord, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. B. Nyakango. It is well with our souls. Auma. Chizi Taurai. We are all together. B. Rest in peace. Thank you.
As we are closing tributes in the family,